Hi, thank you so much for joining. In the last video, we discussed why metrics help us counter biases. Now let's talk about what metrics help demonstrate our value better. I'll share 5 categories of metrics that have helped me with 1, keeping a sharp eye on my own growth, 2, convincing my leaders to promote me, 3, convincing myself to leave when growth wasn't an option. So let's get to the metrics. Oh, and by the way, I've compiled these metrics in an Excel sheet for you already, so no need to take notes. You can download them for free with the link in the description below. All right, back to the metrics. So for someone in the tech role, the first one is very obvious and one we are typically measured on, technical progress. But first, are the goals or acceptance criteria of your project clearly defined? A lot of times, people from marginalized communities are thrown in a role where the leaders don't even know what success looks like for the project. That doesn't help us come review time. So step 1, figure out if you and the leader are in agreement on what success looks like on a tech project. Other simpler things to track are if your project is on track to be delivered. Are there risks on the project that you helped mitigate? Were there roadblocks that you removed? Was there any outside-the-box thinking resulting in innovations created by you? Track it all. The next 4 metrics I'll mention are what we often overlook when evaluating our worth in the tech industry. People skills is one. Some, not all, but some of the most successful people in the tech industry are also the biggest jerks. How did they get up there? Remember, one of the strengths of narcissists is their ability to charm and convince. The higher you climb the tech ladder, the number of narcissists only seem to multiply. But remember, narcissists love to pair with empaths to actually get the work done. And you, my friend, may find yourself to be that person doing the work. So in the people skills section of your metrics, start tracking communication and trust. How is the communication above your level? How is the communication at your level? And how is the communication below your level? See, you can accept the challenges of fixing the communication and trust at and below your level, but if the top remains toxic, you may not have a choice but to leave. So track it all. Other things to track in people skills is how many stakeholders did you engage? How many new leaders did you coach and mentor? The third metric is around process. As you climb higher on the tech ladder, you'll see that you're not just solving a technical problem, you're also solving a process problem. Figure out the bureaucratic barriers that may exist in achieving your goals. By this, I mean how much of your success depends on if other people do their job right first. You see, people from marginalized communities are often used as scapegoats when a project doesn't deliver. It was you who wasn't technical enough, or hardworking enough, or dedicated enough. But most often, it's the process that's broken. Maybe the leaders above you can't agree on a common vision. Maybe the approvers of your designs have their hands tied, disabling your progress. So track these barriers so you can work towards resolving them. If you resolve these barriers, aren't they worthy of a promotion? And if you can't resolve them, and the metrics will show this trend, then you can leave with a peace of mind that it wasn't you. You did all that you could in your power. Fourth, access to the right tools. This one goes hand in hand with the process metrics. Asking a tech person to deliver on a project without providing them access to the right tools is like expecting a chef to deliver a delicious meal from a kitchen that doesn't have pots and pans. Whose fault is it? The chef's? So often, people from marginalized communities and groups are expected to deliver miracles while surviving on scraps of technology. I've observed these biases personally, as I've seen that when my colleagues have asked for a tool or training, they were approved immediately as a good idea. But when I asked for something like that, I was labeled as needy or not technical enough to make do with the tools that I was provided. You need to know where you fall on this trust and approval spectrum to make the right progress. So quantify whether you have the right tools to get your job done. Quantify how much time is being lost by not using the tools you're recommending. Quantify how much training you need or have on the current tool set, resulting in inefficiency in your productivity. You need to see the trend. If you're able to still perform regardless of the right tools, that's worthy of promotion. And if you can't perform, then after a few months of rightful complaining, you'll only look like a whiner. and become complacent on technology that the rest of the world is moving forward on, you may need to leave. The final and most important metrics is measuring your own happiness and satisfaction. We've all seen those exciting new job announcements filled with happiness and celebration emojis. The honeymoon phase after a new job is wonderful. And practically speaking, it's not meant to last. You'll have good days, bad days, and if we didn't have challenges in a job, then how would we grow? So bad days are normal. In fact, bad days are sometimes good. What's not normal is weeks and months of bad days. A common advice that a therapist gives when you're in a bad relationship is to journal. To start logging your good days versus bad ones, because our mind plays tricks on us as a survival mechanism. Whether it's a personal relationship or a professional one, if you're in an abusive situation, the mind tends to forget the bad moments and helps you remember the good ones. Your body ends up feeling sad and unsatisfied, and you're often left without any proof of why you're unsatisfied. So, track your overall happiness week to week, month to month. Also track your self-growth. Did you take new courses over the weekend on your own time to grow? Maybe a technical course or one that helped your soft skills? Did you volunteer? The right work culture fuels this development. What you track here will likely be a symptom of the first 4 metrics areas. So now that you are armed with a balanced set of metrics, from technical expertise to collaborative skills to personal growth, you can powerfully demonstrate contributions, warranting advancement opportunities. In the next video, I'll show you how to track these metrics with a simple method that makes tracking a piece of cake. So don't forget to hit subscribe. Also, I'd love to hear from you on what metrics have helped you prove your worth over the years in the comment section. I'm sure the other subscribers would really like to read through those as well. Thank you, thank you. You've got this. We have got this. Hope to see you in the next video.